On Saturday, I was talking, I think, about Sydney Sweeney and some of the stuff that was going on with her, about her apology or something like that. Um, I was thinking about this maybe, I think it's kind of what it instigated anyways. But I feel like one of the things I despise most about Hollywood is what it does to people. Because it feels like there's kind of this incestuous Faustian subculture there, right? Like if I describe it like they are House Slytherin from Harry Potter, like these hyper ambitious, morally flexible, clout hungry wretches. And I hate like what that does to me because it seems like it takes people that are unique and interesting and intriguing and turns them into this like homogenous um kind of unadulterated indoctrinated mouthpiece for current thing that's popular, right? Like they are like the lords of I support the current thing. Trevor Noah might be a good example of this. I didn't watch a lot of his stuff, but like I think before he went to Hollywood, I kind of thought he was pretty, witty and you know, stuff like that. But it feels like you get that sort of friend group that exists in Hollywood, and it just messes with people because it feels like now he's kind of like fully on board with all that crap and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where they end up being the type of people that will only ever say what they think everyone else that's in their friend group would also approve of. It's like a person who's almost entirely obsessed with what's the word I'm thinking of? Optics. Optics, that's the word I was thinking of, right? Who's only obsessed with how a thing will look when it's viewed by a million people or something like that. And there's something to the idea of like not being too self-conscious when you're acting, and the notion of being interesting just in general seems to like of deviating from the norm seems to necessitate bravery to some extent. If you want to be interesting, you kind of have to be brave and be willing to say something that maybe the rest of the people that you care about don't agree with. I don't think these people really are brave. They pretend to be edgy, but it's a safe sort of edgy, this type of edgy that they know that anyone they are acquainted with and anyone that could get them somewhere would approve of, right? They know it won't hurt their career. Like I don't know if they have the wherewithal for that. Bill Burr is maybe another good example of this because it feels like back in the day he was put it this way, it feels like he's lost a bit of his virility in recent years because he kind of became embroiled in that whole ecosystem. And perhaps this is all a bit rich coming from me, given that I think I said on one occasion at least that I don't really want to know what actors think about blank thing. And I think this, like, I prefer to think of it as kind of non-entities and identify them with the roles that they play. I believe that's more or less what I said. Right. And I think that still goes as far as politics, but it feels with regards to the notion of entertainment, like writ large. It's nice to have people who are original and who are capable of making fun of people who aren't necessarily on the approved list of people to make fun of, who are capable of doing things that are truly original without regards to what relationships it might hurt or what it might cost their career. I guess there are some people I think who have maintained that a little bit in Hollywood, but it feels like a lot of them have had their wings clipped and their teeth pulled a little bit. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please press the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to.